Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Kansas City.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And his throw will be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Savage. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
That ball caught. It's Rice. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the first down. Chiefs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
They're on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Ready? Mustang 19. Ready?
Savage now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the double. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Savage. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Gibbs straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Savage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The 1st-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Start. Liking it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second down and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
18 Rattler.
Now it's Savage. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Savage now to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
2 yards on the pickup.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
19 Lions. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Savage. Over the middle, he's got to slow. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready, go.
Here is Savage. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, here's Savage. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
They go play fake. Now Savage. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
The 47-yard line.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw, Savage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Come on.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3rd and 4.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Savage. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Cougar 19. Go.
So here we go on 4th. Savage. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Right after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line. Of the end zone, it's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Savage now. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Now Savage. That is caught. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Hand off now to Gibbs. Pushing through the contact. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense offense on the sidelines. And let's close this one out.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Savage now to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll get this complete to Worthy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they'll run it with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.